Hey everybody, how's everybody going today? Welcome to Monday. We had to come inside because hurricane, tropical storm, really bad weather. Isaias is coming up the coast, we think.
Yeah, it started raining, then it didn't, then it started raining, and we were like, we need to just go inside.
So we thought we'd be inside, but we'll take our animals back, of course. We have a animal guest visitor with us today, which is really exciting. Steve in front of the camera, Wendy behind once again for Zoo EDventures, your Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. This is a special day, and we brought you here. Another really cool thing we can do with you here is we have a cool background, but I want to introduce this really neat storage system for our biofacts. Wendy, can you show them? I think they really appreciate this.
Storage, everybody.
Everybody loves storage.
People always wonder how we organize all of our stuff, and so we go drawer by drawer. They are locked. Each one of these cabinets has all those cool biofacts that we use.
I mean, that's so neat
to show you guys. But this wasn't our.
This wasn't the original.
We actually have a big announcement.
Hey, everybody! Hi. This is a toast to you for our 50th episode. A toast to you.
A toast?
A toast. See, toast.
Toast.
Got a face in toast.
Because it's bananas that we've had to do this 50 times.
50 times! It's so cool! And again, a toast to you guys for sticking with us for so long. So it's amazing to see you guys on this wonderful Monday. But do stay safe. If Isaias is coming in, those of you in Florida down south, in South Carolina, some of our guests all the way up into New York and New England, do be safe, because we don't know really what Isaias is going to bring us.
Yeah, we have no idea.
And
let us know in the comments, out of the 50 videos that we have done for you guys, about how many that you've seen.
Oh, that's cool.
Let us know.
Some of you have been here a long time.
Yeah.
So, all right, that being said, that was our toast to our wonderful guests. But, how do I look, Wendy?
Yeah, we're not here to talk about breakfast foods.
Whew.
I mean, we could do an episode on breakfast foods.
We do one on commissary. That's where food comes from, which is kind of neat. On a kind of a little bit flip side, we do want to thank you guys so very much. And to be honest, when Wendy and I started these, remember, it was back in March. We had Leslie, we had Cynthia helped us with a couple of these. It was like, okay, we'll do some of these to get everything going. And it went on and on and on. And you all have helped Wendy and I continue going. So thank you so much for all your support, everything you've given us over these since March 20th was our first episode, and we've aired 50 since then. Amazing! And you guys have really been a huge support, so thank you so much.
We have Lexi from Oregon. This is her first episode. So hey, welcome Lexi!
Welcome Lexi! That is so cool. And the Keens, if you're here, we will be taking the animal back when this is over. So if you're in Kid Zone, we'll do a quick spin through and see if you're there to say hi to you. We want to make sure that you know that we're thinking about you as well. So we are up here for our 50th episode. We wanted to share an animal and a topic really important to a lot of us here at the North Carolina Zoo. We're going to talk about nocturnal animals. We're going to focus on an owl that some of you may have met in the past. She's been on many of the zoo classroom programs with Nikki and Leslie. She kind of had a little cameo with us a while back when we first started this, when Leslie was helping us with our zoo adventures. But we want to make sure that we're going to share this amazing nocturnal critter with you. She's a barred owl. I want you to hear that. A barred owl. B-A-R-R-E-D. There's also a barn owl. So there's two different ones. They sound a lot alike. But the barred owl is very, very different than the barn owl. The barn owl is white, has a heart-shaped face with kind of a tan in there. The barred owl is much, much larger and has a more of a vibrant pattern. And I think she's almost ready to come over.
I can see her over my shoulder.
Are you using your peripheral vision?
I am. I'm not moving my neck. I'm just peeking over my shoulder.
Using your peripheral vision, because you and I can see about shoulder to shoulder.
Yes.
We can turn our heads about shoulder to shoulder, and we're going to talk about how far these owls can turn their heads.
She's one of my favorite animal ambassadors that we have.
Can you show them the poop guard?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have to protect our new carpet.
Come on in.
We have a poop rug.
Hi, everybody.
Can everybody say hi to Natalie? Natalie's the two-legged person that's standing up on her two legs without any feathers.
You're okay, Vera.
And this is Tara with a chick in her mouth. You can finish your breakfast.
Go ahead. It's okay, girl.
So Natalie is one of our animal ambassador keepers here at the North Carolina Zoo. And Tara is our barred owl. And that name again, real quick. You can see the barring, the stripes on her chest. Now, Tara, how you doing? That's where she gets her name from. The barred owl has those bars or stripes on their chest that really helps with camouflage at night.
She is giving you the what for
Yeah.
right now.
Tara and I go way back. Tara's been here as long as I have, and I've been working with Tara for that long, so she has an idea of who I am. Natalie, can you tell us a little bit about Tara, how old she is, and things
Yeah.
like that?
We're not exactly sure how old Tara is.
Okay.
She was admitted to our wildlife rehab center in March of 2002, and they assumed she was about 1 to 2 years old when she came here. She ended up getting deemed non-releasable. As you can see, she is missing an eye that was due to a surgery here.
Mhm.
She had some severe injuries in her eyes. We ended up removing it, as well as she doesn't have the greatest depth perception or vision in her other eyes. So that's why she was with us here. So we do estimate her to be about 21, 22 years old,
Wow.
which is crazy because in
That's
the wild,
that's pretty old
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah, it is.
I think 23, 24 has been the max that they've seen in captivity. So
Yeah.
she's way up there in age, but she seems to be doing pretty good.
So how much does Tara weigh?
She's
Wait.
pretty True.
Yeah, we need to have them guess.
How much do you guys think? Tara,
Have our
I'll stand
digital guests,
nice and still.
digital guests guess. Wow.
A guess?
Say that 10 times fast.
No. I get lost.
Give us your guesses. How much does Tara weigh?
I'm going to come over here for a second. Maybe she'll watch. Maybe you guys can look at it a little bit. Maybe she'll follow me a little bit more. Hey, Tara. So how much does Tara weigh? 7 pounds? 17 pounds?
700
3
pounds.
ounces? 700 ounces? 700 pounds?
If she was 700 pounds, we got a 2.5 guess.
2.5.
We got
Guys.
a 12.
12.
We got an 8.
Nice.
Good girl.
Look at those.
we got a 4.
Look at those cannons on Natalie. She's got some arms.
6 pounds.
So Natalie, how much does Tara weigh?
So we do weigh Tara every single week since she is older.
Yep.
That way we can make adjustments to her diet if needed,
Oh,
keeping
cool.
training
Okay.
and minding and programming. Her last weight was last Tuesday and she was only 1.5 pounds, which is good for her, but you think she'd be heavier because she's so big.
1.5 pounds. Remember, they're covered in feathers. Their bones are hollow for flight. They get rid of waste material quickly. They don't want to have that in their body as they're flying. 1.5 pounds.
Now, the bigger the bird, usually the heavier the bird.
And remember, we heard about the ostrich weighing hundreds
Yeah.
of pounds. Not flighted, more solid bones.
Now, even though she weighs only 1.5 pounds,
Yep.
you have to remember holding up something that doesn't seem that heavy for a long period of time is very difficult.
Yep.
So you could practice at home if you get a big can of green beans or enchilada sauce or whatever you have at home that's a big heavy can.
Yep.
Hold that up in that position. See how long you can do it for and watch your arm
In
muscles
your left
start
hand.
to shake.
Always in your left hand, too.
In your non-dominant
That's
hand.
a raptor hand. That's a raptor kind of protocol that you handle the animals on your left. So when I started training with the birds, I used to hold a 20-ounce bottle of pop, just like that.
Yep, and you just hold it and you
So you
can't
kind of
move.
get that muscle memory to where it knew what was going on.
Yeah.
What's she got for lunch today or breakfast today?
So today, if she can see, you guys can see she does have trouble finding things. We have a nice little chick for her today. She gets about between 40 and 50 grams of food a day, and it alternates between chicks and mice. And today is a chick day.
Chick day.
Chick day. Oh, you're okay.
And you guys cut it up in pieces so you can use it as reinforcement, right?
We do. Not always. It is good enrichment-wise to give them a whole prey item, and we'll hide it in things for Tara to find. If we need a program or need to weigh her, we will cut it into pieces so we can easily hand it to her.
And when you hide it, it's sort of like asking her to hunt.
Exactly.
Even though she doesn't have to hunt anything live, she's still using those instincts to find.
Yeah, and she's, for her, missing one eye and not having great vision, she's really good at finding things very quickly, like instantly almost. It's crazy.
So I moved around the camera again, so maybe it's easier to get some video of her.
Sure.
So you mentioned the term a minute ago. What are some of the things you'll do for enrichment for Tara?
So Tara loves to be a little destructive. So we might like wrap
Don't we
up,
all, Tara?
right? So we can put like a mouse in like newspaper bundled
Oh, cool.
up. And we get our volunteers make really awesome enrichments for us where it's paper towel balls, paper towel
neat.
braids. And we can weave, this is kind of gross, but weave some mouse parts into a paper towel braid and she'll go mess with it. She recently has a pool that we were trying to see if she'd get in, and she did, to go hunt some pinkies. And then if we get a nice little vertical branch, we might put that on the ground, have her climb up a different angle with different pieces of mice up there. So anything that she can shred on and like grab with her feet is awesome. She's really good with her talons, you guys can see, at manipulating things. So putting her mice into ball pits, she'll just come in, throw all the balls out, and find her mouse.
No
So,
kidding.
yeah, she's really good at finding things.
And you can see that she's got pretty good hearing. I moved the crate just to kind of get out of the way for a second, and Wendy was like, "Shh." I was like,
Yeah,
"Why?"
she
she focused on that
Immediately
immediately.
focused in on that.
So that's a my bad on
These
that.
guys do have really good hearing, so the second you move anything, she's on it.
Can you show everybody where her ears are?
Yeah, so you guys can see they don't have external ears like we do.
Right.
They do have ear holes, and you can see them kind of, she's probably gonna let me turn, on the side of their head. If you do get a good glimpse of them, you'll see they're not even, and that's not an accident. That's so they
Will you
can
show
hear.
us on
Yep, I sure
YouTube?
will.
Yeah, so that way they can hear directions of things.
Yeah, so their ears, when you and I draw a person, our ears are right across from each other. But on an owl, it's not that way. So a little bit exaggerated, but one ear is up and forward of the other ear. So it's having an ear here and another ear down and back. So like having your ears here. And if you think about that, the reason is that when sounds come to me, I can detect where that sound is coming from. These guys can hear so well. They can hear prey items under inches of snow.
You're okay.
They can hear prey items under the snow. That's how good their hearing is. It's incredible. I've heard that some of the owls, they could hear the footsteps of a cockroach at 100 yards. The footsteps of a cockroach at 100 yards. And if you look close, you can kind of see parentheses around her eyes. That facial disc also gathers sound. As sound comes in, all those feathers act as this thing. This outer part of your ear is a pinna. You don't hear with this. You don't hear with this.
It's like a funnel.
You hear inside your head. This, exactly right, Wendy, this is a funnel. This is a cup. So sound comes in as a wave, hits this ear, gets pushed into or funneled into my ear where I can hear. So all those feathers that you see as Wendy gets close, all those feathers act to gather sound and help her focus it.
They are so, those feathers on her face, I think the camera gets them pretty well. They're so tiny.
And those are all feathers too. She's a bird. Birds don't have hair.
What looks like eyelashes
Yeah.
are feathers.
Exactly.
Even on the
There's whiskers,
ostrich.
too, but they're feathers as
That's
well.
true. Great point. Great point.
Good girl.
But not having both eyes does definitely impact that depth of vision. Some of you guys may, if you play sports, if you do anything like that, having these two eyes, or even if you're a hunter, if you're out there having this binocular two-eyed vision, having that provides depth perception. So I know how far away something is.
Try closing one eye and trying to
Catching
catch
something.
a soccer ball.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Not going to happen. It's
Don't try a
really
baseball
difficult.
on your first one.
Well, you know.
You might lose a tooth.
But yeah, so that's another reason she wasn't able to go out in the wild and survive again. Obviously, she can't fly very well. She can't get around with her flight because of the injury she had. Not having both eyes also impacts that ability to hunt.
Someone, one of our digital guests said she is so calm. Can you tell them why she sits on your hand so calmly?
We
Amazing
do.
training.
So Tara has been around the NC Zoo for quite a while. This is just another day in the park for her. We do try to handle her almost every single day. So this is a trained behavior, you could say, because she is comfortable on a glove. She steps up easily. And then also we do give her some choice. So if she doesn't step up, then she doesn't have to go on a program. So kind of allowing her to pick if she wants to come or not. I think
So
that's
this
helped keep her
morning
sharp.
she was in her big enclosure, she was in her habitat. She flew, you asked her to go into a crate.
Yes.
She flew into her crate by her own choice. and then you were able to pick her up on the glove and then come here.
Exactly.
So if she didn't want to go into her crate, we
Yeah.
would have talked about owls without
We
Tara.
want a stuffed owl in here.
Without the bird.
Yeah.
So there was a
So
chance.
Tara does have choice whether or not she wants to work that day. Unlike me, Steve makes me come to work.
I do. I'm not very nice that way. Sorry. I can't do what you do as well as you do, so I need the help.
So our animal ambassadors do have choice.
So here's a skull. I'm going to see if Tara will let me show how close I can get.
I won't get close, I'll zoom. So we're
So
not.
that's the skull of a bar down. Now the skull is a replica.
Good girl.
You can see all those feathers around her head. See how big her head is compared
Yeah, so
to
that skull looks real small in comparison to
to
her
the entire bird.
head.
Yep. And I think one of the coolest things about the bird's skull is this, right here.
It's my favorite part.
This is the eye socket. This is the orbital bone. And it's massive. And there's two of them, of course, because she has two eyes. But because the eyes are so large, and because this orbital bone is so big, she can't turn her eyes. So something you and I can do, if we sit very still, keep her shoulders still, don't move your head, shoulders still, don't move your head. You can look up, you can look down, you can look right, and you can look left. I just looked right and there's two people sitting over there.
You can roll your eyes at your parents.
I can roll my eyes at my parents, I can roll my eyes at my camera person, but that doesn't happen very often. So were you guys able to move your eyes? Now, move your head. Keep your shoulders still, don't move your shoulders. Turn your head right, left, and right. Left and right. We can do that to a pretty good degree. We can see shoulder to shoulder, essentially. Owls, since they cannot move their eyes, have to be able to turn their head. And as some of you guys may know, they can go from here to here, just like you and I. But they can keep turning their head to go right around her back, all the way to the other shoulder. It's crazy how far they can turn their heads.
She's like, no, I'm not
I
going to
just
do it
every
for
way I
you.
asked her not to.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it for you.
So she can go from here. I'll get kind of next to her a little bit. So when you get, they go from here, this way, all the way around to that other shoulder.
So not all the way around.
Not all the way. In sciencey words and our math words, it's 270 degrees, kind of like the letter C. Or if you look at a clock, it's like 12 o'clock to 369, or the other direction.
Wow.
So not all the way, but pretty close.
That's pretty cool. Because
Pretty
if they
close.
went all the way around, then, you
Mhm.
know, their head would fall off.
Not exactly the best adaptation to have in the whole
Kind of
world.
like a peanut butter
Can you
lid.
imagine you turn that, twist it off, and your head falls off, and you go looking for another one.
Yeah, that
The
wouldn't
owl-
work in the wild.
The owl finds one, but it's a cardinal head. Can you imagine a cardinal head on the body of this guy?
So why do you wear that
Appropriate.
glove?
So if you guys see her talons, they are pretty sharp, and they definitely have a lot of pressure before them. So when you think in the wild, these owls are flying at great distances and they're grabbing to kill. So as soon as they grab their prey, they don't want to let it go. So whenever she does hang on to us, it is a pressure, it is sharp, and this just protects our hands as well as keeping her more comfortable.
So don't try to pick up an owl in the wild.
Yes,
is what
don't
we're
pick up
trying to
owl.
tell you.
And it helps us too because I can keep one of my hands free at all times. Like now she's wanting to she's looking at something over there, but I can also tie her little tether to me as well. So I don't have to have both hands in case something happens. I do have an extra hand to grab anything if needed.
That's interesting. Even though she can't fly, there's a chance she's want to try to get off
Come
the
over
glove
here,
maybe or
Steve.
something.
She looks like she's
We can
scared.
look over here. What
Yeah,
is it?
she doesn't like something. Let's look at this. What you got.
This is a talon, and this is where they get their name from. Raptors. This is a raptor, a bird of prey. Raptus means to seize or to grab. This is a bar. Now this is a real foot. This is an animal that died, and you can see how sharp those talons are. This is the killing tool, not the beak.
Not the beak?
This is the killing tool. Beak is just where food goes. They may tear with the beak, but these are the killing tools. I don't know if you've ever felt this, Wendy. Feel around this talon,
Okay.
and then
It
feel
feels
around
roundish.
this one. Feel around this one.
Oh, there's a definite edge on that one.
Can you catch that edge at all?
Yes, I can. Hold on. This phone is amazing.
Go phone, go.
Hopefully.
Go phone, go. Can you see
can
the
see
cutting
the
edge right there?
flat edge right there.
That helps that one talon penetrate even faster. So these are the killing tools. So even the talons are designed to help them kill their prey. So having that little bit of an edge on that one almost acts like a knife. So it's got a point and a knife to get through its prey, even that much better. And this is, again, a barred owl talon or foot. And that's where they get their name from. The name raptor, owls, hawks, eagles, falcons, means to seize.
I don't know how they use those or walk with those and not hurt themselves.
Can you imagine? So cool. So that, by the way, was barred owl. Just to show comparison,
Holy moly.
there's a great horned owl.
That's, ooh,
Well, that's for a catch.
that's huge. Holy moly.
Now compare. You know what Tara looks like. You know how big Tara is.
So this is a great
This is
horned
great
owl.
horned. This is.
And
barred.
they are found around here as well, right? They're
This is your
native.
hoot owl. This is the one that does 3 deep hoots.
Oh, what does a barred owl sound like?
I think we
Somebody
have
in
a
the
guest.
room?
Then we have a guest over here. I'm sure she'd like to do it for us. We have 2 guests actually. We have Hannah.
Do I
And
have to come
Leslie?
over again?
No, you
No,
don't have
you're
to.
right there. You're
I'll show
fine.
Tara. I'll show
You're
Tara
fine.
while you make
So just
the
give us a
noise.
call there,
All right,
Miss
ready?
Leslie. This is Leslie's call.
Okay.
Oh, Tara reacted. Holy moly! See, that's really good.
That's very good.
Now I can do their hoot in English.
You can't. What? No, you can't.
Yeah, it's
You can translate it.
yeah. I am an owl to English translator.
No.
Mhm.
Translate what Leslie just did to English.
Okay, it was a little tough.
Well,
It
let's
was a
get it
little
again.
tough.
Let's get it again.
Okay, do it again, Leslie. Hold
Let's
on.
get it again.
Oh wow, that's really good. Okay, I've got that. It is
What does it say? What does it say?
who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all?
Are you kidding me?
No, that's how you tell it. For people that can't
You said
make
you were
who-
translating.
I did. That's the English translation of owl, barred owl. Who cooks for you? Who cooks
Really?
for you all?
Really? What do you guys think?
Look it up. Look it up. It's in the Google.
This is true, actually. Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? And that was cool. You heard Leslie say that. You guys remember Leslie from way back when? She's doing Zoo classroom. She's in our school stuff. Teachers. She's got some amazing plans for you guys to help you guys as you're moving forward in the fall. So keep an eye out for those coming down the pipe.
We did have a question about wingspan,
Okay. Come here.
which is perfect for us.
There you go. Barred owl. Their wingspan is about 4.5 feet. The native great horned owl, 5 to 6 feet. Barred owl, great horned
You
owl.
can really see the white bars versus this one has brownish bars.
And then behind it, that tiny little,
Yeah,
that tiny
tiny
little
thing.
wing, that's a screech owl. Wingspan maybe 1.5 feet.
So they kind of all have a same sort of pattern.
We're going to go ahead and let Tara be put back into her travel crate. Can you guys do me a favor and say bye to Tara? But be quiet, team. Be quiet, digital guests.
Everyone throw us a heart for Tara.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Hannah, for bringing Tara up with Natalie. Thank you, Natalie, so very much for coming and
course.
sharing your expertise. Thank you, Leslie, for the amazing barred owl call. How cool was that? How cool was that? I think it's amazing to see.
Show them the feathers.
The feathers, the
Yeah.
flight. Yeah, I'm talking about that. They, as you guys probably know, they fly silently. All owls do. They have a silent flight. And there's a variety of reasons for that. The main reason is on the wing. And it's this leading edge of the wing. Can you see how the feathers aren't quite zipped shut? They're kind of fringed or frilled there. Well, that breaks up the sound. It breaks up the wind as it passes over the feathers. So all owls fly silently. We can demonstrate that pretty easy with our hands. If you put your hands together and you go like this, this is kind of like wind passing over, like a goose or a chicken or a duck a crow.
I can hear out from my bird feeder the doves, the morning
Yeah,
doves.
there you
I
go.
can hear them take off.
That's a great example. You hear that sound as they take off and fly away. But for the owls, they don't have a solid. Their feathers are separated. So the wind, when it goes through, is much quieter. So it's not like this. It's like this. So it breaks up that sound. It kind of increases the surface area so you don't hear that distinct sound as they're flying through. So a really amazing adaptation that owls have because they're nocturnal hunters. They're active at night. What are they hunting? Anything they can catch. Literally. They are opportunistic carnivores. They're going to hunt whatever they can. Now, the majority of their food, also active at night. So you're looking at mice and rats and things like that. That doesn't mean they don't take the occasional small raccoon. They might take whatever they can find that's out and about. Snakes, frogs, turtles, toads, even turtles, yes. They can hold on to a turtle. They can actually get to it on the inside. They can't crush its shell, but they can get on the head or a leg. Amazingly powerful. Senses, great. Most important, not so much.
Not. They don't smell.
No, and one of the things they hunt, the skunk.
The skunk. I wouldn't
Right?
want to smell that.
Me either. Not gonna be eating those guys.
Show them if they, since their vision is so good.
Mhm.
Show them if humans could see as well as them,
Yeah.
what their eyeballs would look like.
Oh, see how you did this again. I see. See, you planned that, didn't you?
Yeah, it might be over there behind there. I like to put him in situations where he might look a little silly because it's fun. So he is going to show us if he, as Steve the human, could see as well as Tara the owl. This is how big his eyeballs would have to be. Ah! Those are
can't.
enormous, Steve.
But I can't see anything.
Well,
But they are
they're just
massive.
a prop.
So that's how big a human's eyes would have to be. Now put these two eyes in this head. Very little room for brain. The
Well,
brain,
maybe not.
not so much. They are fine. Wise old owl. How about surviving owl? That's what they're built to do. That brain is tiny. You saw the skull back here somewhere. I think am I facing you?
Sort of.
Sort of. That
Doesn't
works.
matter.
So, whew, that's how big your eyes would be. I mean, that's crazy. But not a whole lot of room left
Yeah.
for the brain inside that head. A couple other things, kind of besides, kind of next to the story. You met Tara. Tara is native to North Carolina. Actually, they're native to every continent except for Antarctica. They do have a challenge out west. Logging out west opened up great patches of land. And the barred owl loves wooded areas next to open areas. So the barred owl is actually kind of going into those spaces where it's not supposed to be found. They're normally not found out west. And when they're doing that, they're becoming an invasive species.
I never thought of them that way.
They're out competing
Yeah.
other animals.
Because they're pretty
large.
adaptable.
Exactly. They're able to take over some spaces. So the western spotted owl, this goes back a few years, the numbers really went down because of logging, but because the barred owl was able to come into those spaces and kind of take over. So we don't think about that sometimes. An invasive species. Invasive species are bad. They're not from around here.
Well,
The barred owl.
technically humans are invasive species.
Especially in summer.
We're
that's for
taking
sure.
over everything.
One other thing about Tara. You saw that she was missing the eye. She has a broken wing. She can't fly very well. We think, and we don't know, we think that might have come from an impact with a car. We think that might have come from being hit by a car. Why would the owl be next to the road? What's the owl doing at night crossing the road? Leslie says, Leslie's showing me hitchhiking. She's not hitchhiking.
They don't have thumbs.
They don't have thumbs.
How do they hold up a thumb,
They don't have
Leslie?
thumbs, Leslie.
I made myself laugh. It's fine.
She's hunting. They're hunting. right? They're hunting mice and squirrels, rats, raccoons, any animal right next to the road. But why are those animals there? Why is the mouse? Why is the rat?
Oh, I
next
see
to the
where you're
road?
going with this.
Right?
I might have an answer. Because I think.
What do you think?
I think, okay, well, I'm eating my apple or my banana, and I think, oh, well, this is a natural product. It's not trash.
Exactly.
I can throw this out the window because it's going to decompose, and it's okay. I'm not littering.
And other animals may eat it.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
I'll throw an apple core out the window, banana, piece of bread or cracker.
Now
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It really is a big deal because you're attracting animals to the road when you do that. And these guys don't understand Dodge and Ford and Honda and Chevy. They don't understand that. So when you attract prey to the road, you attract predators to the road. And remember the owl's skull? When they're hunting, they are so laser focused on their prey item. Laser focused on the prey item. And no, they don't see the car coming. They don't see the lights. They're looking at the prey
That
item.
possum, that raccoon crossing the road to go get that apple core, they get hit too.
They get hit too. So boom. So please do not throw your food items out the windows. Keep them, throw them away in the proper receptacle when you get a chance. That makes you little mini conservationists too. And that's what we'd like to see. Anything you can do to keep the trash where it's supposed to be and not on the side of the road. Sound like a plan? I know we can do this. Cool. I want to do one more thing with you as an activity. I got a couple minutes.
Yeah, we got time.
How many of you have dissected owl pellets? How many of you dissected an owl pellet?
Throw us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up.
If you know what an owl pellet is.
Oh, there you go.
Give us a thumbs up for an owl pellet.
And you're looking at it. How many people are saying they know what an owl pellet is?
Oh. Starting to get a couple.
Got a couple?
There's a little bit of a delay.
There is a little bit of delay. We understand. We appreciate that. So thank you for that.
Oh, we're getting some. Oh,
Getting some?
Here they come.
There you go.
All right, now if you know, I see that you know what an owl pellet is. Give us a heart if you've dissected one. Throw us a heart for that. We're getting a lot of thumbs. This is great. I'm glad they know what it is.
I'm throwing you hearts.
Oh, thanks, Steve. It is
You're
Monday.
It is
We all need a heart on a Monday.
It is a Monday.
Oh, we got a couple hearts. More
couple
thumbs
hearts?
than hearts. So
All right,
this
that's
will
cool.
be fun. We might teach a few things.
Good
so
deal.
This will be fun.
So, owls, opportunistic predators. They're eating items. No teeth. No teeth. Swallowing prey whole. Maybe tearing it up and swallowing it then, but not chewing, not grinding anything up. They do have rocks in their stomachs, rocks in a gizzard to help grind up some of the food, but not everything. The hard stuff, teeth, bones, feathers, maybe claws, fur, the shells of an insect, all that they can't digest. But they want to get rid of this. They don't want to keep that weight in their body. So in their stomachs, they're able to create a pellet. So digestible food, digestive energy, digested, used. Other things, now I got to get rid of it. They don't poop it out. It's not defecation. Owl pellets are actually then coughed up. Owl pellets are thrown up.
Can you imagine if we did that?
No.
That would be weird.
But we don't eat very many bones.
No, but like if we the
The waste, the solid waste materials.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Not appropriate. It's Monday morning. Let's think about this for a second.
I have a weird brain.
You do have a weird brain,
Okay.
but it's a wonderful brain. Check this out. This is an owl pellet. That is essentially owl throw up.
Now, it has been autoclaved and sanitized.
Well played. And this is what it comes in.
It looks like a little baked potato when we get it, but it's not a little baked
A
potato.
little baked potato. That's
So
awesome.
do not get confused if we ever hand you one.
So this is an owl pellet. It's wicked light. And, I don't know if I can break it apart. Oh, I can. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Inside,
I can already see bones. Oh, I
There's a
see a
bone
skull.
right there?
I see a back of a skull.
Oh, I
That's a
do
skull
too.
right there.
yep.
So that's fur and feathers is the dark material that looks like dirt. That's
That's the back of the skull. Right here.
pressed.
So it's neat. And scientists love these things because inside here, they can then determine what animals the owl is eating. And that helps, part of the bone, that's part of the skull
Yeah.
too there. That helps scientists figure out what animals are in the area without having to trap, without having to go look specifically for those animals. Oh, lots of bones. Oh, there's some.
And I see little rib bones. I see leg
I'm just trying to
bones.
get. Oh, is that a tooth?
Usually you'll see an orange.
jaw?
That might be. That's a tooth.
Tooth, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little spinal
Yep.
piece of.
There's some ribs in there.
And we can compare it to this. And we can figure out what it might have eaten. Was it a bird, a mole, a shrew, a small mouse? By the bones that we find, which is
And-
really cool.
If I'm not mistaken, Wendy, you do a lot of our snoozes here. Is this one of the activities they can do in a snooze?
Yes, when we do our Creatures of the Night Zoo snooze, we do break out this. The kids get to open up these owl pellets. And my favorite thing is the kids always want to take the bones home.
It's neat.
And they put it in a baggie and they put it in their pants. And I make sure and tell them, please take them out of your pants before your mom puts your jeans in the washing machine. Because that will
That's
really
a
freak her out,
Wonderful hint.
finding
What's
bones in the
happening?
washing machine.
What is in my washing machine? That is great. But no snoozes right now, right? Because of
No.
COVID, no snoozes right
No,
now.
no zoo snoozes right now.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so that's something you guys can do. And matter of fact, you can buy those in a lot of places.
You can buy them online. They're about $2 a piece.
That's what we do. We just buy them online. And then have the children, have the campers or the students dissect those owl
Use
pellets.
tweezers and old toothbrushes to break them up, and they're like little, what are dinosaur people?
Paleontologists.
Paleontologists, but bird
Paleontologists.
vomit doctors.
How about wildlife biologists?
There we go, that sounds
We
better.
go with wildlife biology.
I was trying to make up our own job.
Well, that's a good thing. That's, hey, we got to do what we can do. Whoa, right? 50th anniversary.
Yeah, our shout out today is to everybody watching.
Just to you guys.
Thank you so much. We cannot do this without you guys watching.
Yep.
If you didn't watch, it would be Steve and I talking in his office and nobody watching.
Not as exciting. And I didn't give a shout out to the guys that are answering questions today because we kind of got into that with Tara right away. So thank you guys for you that are answering questions live. We do truly appreciate all the efforts that you
We've
guys
had
give.
2 people donate today. We already have $35.
Oh,
today.
hold on a second. We have,
Oh, he's going to check our totals. We can look at bones again.
we were $128 shy of $4,000.
So we're about $95.
So we're $95 shy of $4,000.
That's
that
all from you guys.
have donated. So we're getting there. I just love those little round numbers. So 4,000, 50 times ago. Would I ever thought that? No. And we didn't even start asking for donations until way into the program. So thank you guys so much for being able to donate at this challenging time. I know it is for everybody.
And Nikki has hit it out of the park with our craft today.
Oh, she did?
It's in the basket over here. There's 4 different ones because not everybody has the same artistic skills as Nikki.
Are you kidding me?
I know. And we have a lot of owl lovers, I bet. So these can all be made at home, and they're absolutely owl-dorable.
Did you really say that?
Owl-dorable? I don't know, I just made it up.
Uh-oh. A skirt fell off, I think. So I apologize ahead of time. Look at this. I'll show you all of them. Are you
And they
kidding
are
me?
toilet paper tubes or paper towel
towels.
tubes. And she decorated them. Some are just with marker. Some have some cupcake tins
How about
that
that
they
one?
use. Look at this. I was calling this the Vegas showgirl. Very simple. Up, Sally Lee Cormier just donated. Thank you. $10.
Thank you,
We're at
Sally.
45. This one is gorgeous. I wanted to steal this from Nikki, but she said no. She wanted this one back. That's gorgeous. And then this one,
That's psychedelic.
this last one is as simple as it gets. I probably still couldn't make it as pretty as she does. It's just marker and paper towel and a twig. You got to show them, Steve.
Oh,
Look how cute that is.
and easy. Stick, twig, nothing on the back. Little piece of jute.
And our friends that are answering questions have just put up the link for us. So you can make this craft at home with your kids. Or guess what? You don't even need kids to make this craft.
Not this one. Oh, could this be a Christmas ornament?
Yes. Adults can make this without kids.
That'd be a cool little Christmas ornament. Put a date on it.
COVID 2020.
This is what I did during COVID 2020.
This is what I did.
That is so cool. Nikki, thank you very much. Awesome job. I think we talked about everything we wanted to talk about. Do you guys have any questions? Ask them. Ask those people answering questions.
They keep us on the air.
You guys do. And you guys have kept us on 50 episodes. Remember, you haven't yet checked out Adventures in Ed's Zoocation? Get on that Facebook group and check it out too. That's where all of our other programs are. A lot of the zoo sciences, some of our Wild About Nature, our neighborhood naturalist is on there. All the crafts are there as well. You can also check out our YouTube channel. You can go on our YouTube, search the North Carolina Zoo, and we're there as well.
And for any parents at home that might be homeschooling for the first time, or any teachers watching, we do have a zoo classroom once a week on Thursdays at 1 o'clock. It is free, and you can sign up on Zoom, and we have a lot of fun. Yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff. Just like this, there's somebody here doing a program, and there's people behind the scenes answering questions as well. Because we're trying to give you guys that immediate, that one-on-one relationship that it feels like we've built with so many of you over these past few months. So we can't thank you enough for that. Your encouragement, your support has kept Wendy and I going, and I think I could probably say that for many other people here at the North Carolina Zoo. Your kind words and support have really made a difference since we started this in the middle of March. Number 50 today.
Number 50. Number 50.
Now Wednesday, you're definitely want to tune in.
For a small
but mighty predator.
Check it out. Wednesday, Zoo Adventures, 10 o'clock. As always, Wendy behind the camera, Steve in front. Thank you so much. 50 more coming, we think.
Could we get a vacation?
You guys stay safe. Come to Zoo when you get a chance. Still on time tickets. Make those online reservations and make them early. We'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.